I don't want to go through life being a Wonder Wheel murderer.
New year, same old pig, getting ready to have some fun, and here we go, right, Vinnie? New year, kicking it off, wonderful collectibles.
Hell yeah, dude! Happy New Year, everybody. Yeah, hope everyone had a great New Year's Eve and day, and hope this year something good happens.
Yeah, I hope something good happens. I mean, I wouldn't want a lawsuit or nothing like that, but maybe. I hope that everybody out there in the chat is having a good time on both of our channels. Be sure to share the links out there to let everybody know where we're going. We didn't have a chance to promote this because, well, I was kind of busy doing a bunch of other things. Vinny has been busy working on some tremendous art. We're also joined by knowledge.Trina. What's going on, Trina?
Hey, buddy.
Not much. How's everybody doing?
Yeah, we're doing all right. We're hanging in there. How about yourself?
Yeah, I'm just chilling.
Hey, nothing better than that. What's going on, Chaos Hoy in the chat. We also got Toy Mafia in the house. What's up, Toy Mafia? Good to see you. William Palmieri in the chat as well. What's up, William?
Hey, William.
Lurch Troll in the chat. What's up, Lurch? Slight return, man. Always good to see you, man. We also got Mana Tony in the house. Don't be a bigot, Tone. Don't be no bigot. Trina's also in the house. What is going on, Trina? I'd be glad when you get to come back with us. I know you're taking some time off. You know I always bug you with the links anyway in case you change your mind and want to stop in. Keely Chow also in the house. Angela Straven in the chat and on the panel. Guys, let's get ready to have a little bit of fun and talk some damn toys because there ain't no better time to do it than when everybody else is losing their shit. They're all playing the blame somebody else game on freaking Twitter. It's time to kick back, relax, and have a little bit of fun and check out some goodies.
That's right.
So if y'all don't mind, I want to kick this one off. So this is actually something that I got for Christmas from a certain somebody in the chat. And you know what? Overall, I got to say this figure wasn't bad. There was a few misses on it. And NECA, if you are paying attention to what we're saying, pay attention to what I have to say in this video. Welcome back as we're hanging out with Strut, the horror icon pig. So here we go. Gremlins 2 by NECA. Thank you, Trina, for sending this one to the Guinea Pig Collective. Stripe absolutely adores anything Gremlins, and he is very appreciative, as am I. But we got the new batch. We've got the Bat Gremlin, another awesome addition to this ever-growing Gremlins collection that I have. Let's go ahead, without further ado, get this out of the box and take a look at this bad boy. We go with our Bat Gremlin right out of the box. He does come with a stand right there. It's not the greatest stand in the world. There are bends in here in the wings, so he really does stretch out quite far. Unfortunately, it does feel like it just wants to keep rolling back into that same shape, unfortunately. So that is a bit of a downer. Like, they might as well have just put freaking joints on the end of this thing if this stuff is just going to keep rolling back. Overall, though, the wings bend out, the ears move up like that, move back. The jaw does open. He's got a decent range of movement in the head. That is not bad at all. Like, that is pretty good movement right there in that head. I'm pretty impressed. That's probably the best movement I've seen on one of these Gremlins so far. The leg movement, it's not great. He wouldn't have tons of movement there anyway. He's got a nice joint right here at the knee. He does have a small amount of pivot down here in the foot, but it's so minimal. It's more of just a turn than it really is a pivot. And there's really no rock, so there's a little bit of a loss on that. As far as the arms, he does have an elbow bend right there. He has a little bit of turn right here in the wrist. Once again, no pivot, nothing but a turn. He does have a ball up here in the top of the shoulder, so you can get a little bit of movement out of the arm. But that is about it. So let's check him out. We'll try to get these wings stretched out and make it look like he's flying. Here we go. We got our back gremlin on his flight stand to kind of simulate him flying. Unfortunately, here is the downside to this figure. Because these wings and the bend wires that are in them do not stay in place, you kind of have this really bad looking simulation of him flying. And the best that I'm going to be able to give this back gremlin is an 8 out of 10.
Wow. Still really cool looking, man.
There was so much more I would have liked to have thrown in there, but lacking for time because I only have so much that I can upload on StreamYard before it times out on me. But I will say this: so even though the wing thing is really terrible, the way they rolled the wings up inside the box. And it keeps wanting to roll back up like that. They should have just put joints in there, like I was saying. They would have put plastic joints in the freaking ends of the wings. You could extend them out, and there wouldn't have been no problem. But I will say the one thing that this guy does have going for him, besides the articulation in the head and the neck and everything, is the level of detail that's on there. The level of detail in the face and the body is absolutely fantastic. And the wings got this wet, leathery look to them. Like you would imagine something that was part bat and part gremlin would look. So that was absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, it was. I like what Will said. He said that bat gremlin is just a feral gargoyle.
What's up, Bo?
Yeah, his wings, they remind me of fruit roll-ups.
I know that is the one thing I got so agitated about that. Like even the lack of any kind of a rock in the feet, I could put up with that. You know what I mean? But the fact
because he's got a flight stand, so I mean that's fine. Yeah, it's okay. He should be a figure that's got to be displayed like that regardless. So
it was nice that they included that. I thought that was cool,
dude. It looks incredible though, man. I really like that.
It is a beautiful figure, and once again, Trina, thank you for that. And what's going on, Papa Cotton, and what's going on, the Tree Rock Creations? What's up, y'all? Fruit up, everyone.
That's like a lot of those like things that have that like bendy mechanic though. Like with toys, like the longer they sit in the box, the less likely they are to move or whatever once you open them.
And you got to watch out too, because if you move it too much, that metal could break.
Yep.
That was one of the things I thought maybe initially they didn't put enough heavy gauge wire maybe in this thing, or possibly maybe wherever they had packaged this thing, it got some moisture in there, a little humidity, and maybe it started messing with the wires a little bit.
Maybe. But I mean, as soon as they get into the state of Florida, you got to assume everything's going to be, it's gonna hit that humidity.
Well, you know what? Trina did a hell of a job packaging that thing up. She I guess she's seen how I package things for war, and she had that thing wrapped all the way around. So,
hell yeah, that is amazing.
That is beautiful, beautiful looking piece. I did pick up another Santa Gremlin, the Santa stripe. So one of my stores wound up having another one somewhere, I guess, in stock. So I did pick up another one. So I'm going to have to open that up eventually and check it out to see if the arm stays on it. Hopefully this one, the arm stays up. And if so, that means pretty much I am up to date with all the damn Gremlin figures that are out, other than the Gremlins 2 new batch that were just like the blister carded ones.
Okay.
So you had the Mogwai version of, like, what was it? Lenny, George, Mohawk. And then, I'm missing 3 of those. But other than that, I've got everything else that they've re-released at this point now.
Dude, that's killer. Hell yeah.
What up, Time Prophet?
What's up?
Bone asked any word on a new Gremlins movie. Haven't heard anything about it. I'll be honest, with the way everything is right now with entertainment, I almost don't want to see it happen.
Yeah. I know they did that terrible animated thing. But other than that,
that I only heard about it. I didn't see it because when I heard what they did, I'm like, yeah, I'm good.
William says he got the new Metal Gear Rex. I haven't opened it yet though.
Oh, sweet! Oh, the one we were looking at that time.
Nice.
Yeah, those are a killer. That's sweet.
Time Prophet says, make the gremlins female and gay. Let's hope not. We don't need any more of that.
I know.
Make it female and make it gay.
It was bad enough we had the chick gremlin.
And you know what? I didn't mind Greta, and I've got two out of the 3 figures, so I don't think I'm going to get the red dress one. I think it's just overkill. And like, I got the wedding dress one, I got the one in her regular clothes, so I really need the red gown one too. I don't think so. But then again, if I get in completionist mode, I might have to get it. So there is that.
Nice.
Don't we have them in real life? Yes, and they are all over Twitter, William.
Yeah.
You will see me there fighting with them every day.
I like that people did like AI versions, and you see they almost look like Bebop and Rocksteady, but they didn't like, AI artwork. You see them behind their computers with their blue hair and the piercings in their face and stuff. And oh shit!
So basically, they look like somebody working in a Hot Topics.
Yeah. No, worse. They got like the bellies hanging out.
Right. Once again, somebody working at Hot Topics.
The Hot Topics I've been to,
It's like a personal attack or something.
There's one by my mall, but I haven't really seen morbidly obese ones working there. They're usually skinny.
I've seen some bigger people working at Hot Topics. Usually, though, lately they're like fucking. They look like posers. Like they didn't even like. Back in the day, they actually looked legit. But now they're like the what is it? Avenged Sevenfold kind of look, like how they have the like flannel shirt on and shit like that. It's like that kind of outfits that most of them, at least near me, that's how they dress.
It's horrible, I tell you.
Mm-hmm.
So before we move over to you, Vinnie, I have one more thing I want to show everybody. So I don't think that you've seen this one. So I ran into something really interesting in the wild. I don't think I would buy it. It was definitely nifty looking though. But without explaining it, let's just show it.
So I don't think I've ever seen this one before. Gotham City Guardian. Like that. That is something different. $99 price tag for that one. That's actually not horrible considering the size of it, but that's still pretty damn expensive.
Damn.
That's a lot.
They didn't work with Hasbro, right?
No, believe it, and that's the thing. Like, yeah, Lurch, you would think that was a crossover, but I looked over that box, and there is no Transformers, no Hasbro logo on it anywhere.
Damn. I guess they figured it ain't gonna happen, so they're just gonna do their own.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Definitely interesting looking, but I mean, this thing is huge. Like on one of those end cap shelves, that box literally took up the whole end cap shelf.
Oh, I believe it. That was in Target?
Yeah, that was in Target.
Wow. Yeah, I'm pretty surprised too that they're already sort of restocking. Because I know, like, the one by me, like, they said everything in the back was gone.
Yeah, I've seen a few. The one store I went today because I had to pick up more food for the animals and stuff like that, and grab a few things for the house as well. But yeah, when I went through, most of the shelves are still bare. I mean, especially like Marvel and the G.I. Joe stuff and the Transformers, like empty. NECA was low, on their stock, but they weren't empty, but they were low compared to what I normally see. So even the NECA stuff is not fully restocked. The one thing I will say, that still is lining the shelves in Target is the Mutant Mayhem figures.
Oh yeah,
I see those at Walmart. Yeah.
yeah. Same the Walmart by me. That it's like completely stocked. Nothing's moving of it.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. A couple of days ago, I was in one of those stores, and like there was still a shit ton of sales. I was kind of surprised. Even some McFarlane stuff was like $10. So yeah, I was kind of a little bit surprised by that. But it's pretty good. Like I was able to during the Christmas a week or two. I got a couple of random figures here or there at like half price or even less. So that's a good thing because I wasn't going to pay full price for certain things.
I tell you what, yeah, and I took advantage of that with Ollie's because in case anybody has an Ollie's, I've been preaching the Ollie's stuff. I found some incredible figures sitting there in Ollie's. They still have it going on right now. So that let's say most of these figures the GI Joes are about $25 in the store. They're $9.99 for the ones that they're carrying in Ollie's, and this goes like Star Wars Black Series. This goes for your Marvel Legends, like all those figures are all $9.99, and right now Ollie's has an extra 33% off all toys in their store.
Wow.
So, yeah, you get a further discount. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna pick up a few things.
Next time you're in there,
I picked. I already picked up something for you too, Vinny. So.
Oh no, dude, I appreciate that. Oh, I was just gonna say next time you're in there, just like film a little bit of what else they got.
You know what I failed to do today when I went out to the store, and I knew I was going. I forgot to take my damn phone with me because unlike the younger generations, I am not attached at the hip to my phone.
Right.
So I will easily forget that shit when I leave the house sometimes.
Damn. Dude, that's cool though, and yeah, man, I appreciate it too. Yeah, that you snatch something up.
Nice. Stinker mice from Mars. I had some of that stuff growing up.
Oh, okay, nice.
Transformers Prime or animated season, like Draven says, probably Earthspark.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He said he'd think it said animated season. It might have been. I didn't like any of them. I
said it was 2D, so Earthspark I think is like a 3D. So maybe not.
What up,
Slasher?
He's got a link, right?
Yeah, he's got a link.
Come on down.
But yeah, that's my opening salvo, Vinny.
Okay.
So the
floor
is all yours.
Yeah. I'll jump to what I got here. So I did 2 GI Joe classified figures reviews back to back. So I have General Hawk and Buzzer. So and these are pretty damn sweet. One of them I got half price. The other one I got like $5 off. So either way, still good. And yeah, these figures are awesome. It's one of them that's like it's a collection that I'm growing slowly, just when I can, because again, it's like just you can't just keep dropping cash all the time and all these things. But I don't know if they're super hard to get or judging how some of these stores are. There's a sale. I'm going to jump on it, and I did. So General Hawk, he looks fantastic. I did bitch about the box again a little bit. But that's only because one of my previous reviews, as people know, I opened up a brand new, sealed in factory figure, and it had a completely different figure in it, and including the accessories and all that, everything undisturbed in the packaging. So it's like, okay, well, I'm glad though they're done with this stupid packaging. I think they had it was like the end of the year, their remaining little wave. That still has packaging like this, but yeah, they're going back to the regular window.
That's good.
This year, thank God. Yeah, because first of all, you want to see the figure. You want to make sure that the paint looks good. Like they didn't print an ion that's too low in the cheek or something weird like that. We've seen that before. These kind of weird defects, but overall, they hit a home run. And this figure is beautiful looking. I think they did a killer job with it. Even like that cut that they have across his waist, like I thought it would bother me, but it really doesn't. You don't really notice it too much when it's on the shelf, because they wanted to sculpt the jacket fully like that, which is fine because like in the cartoon, you rarely seen him You know, it wasn't ever really down. It was always just kind of, you know, partially open at the top. But yeah, no, beautiful figure. He's a character I always wanted as a kid and was never able to get. So, you know, it's great that they're releasing these the proper way. Look at that. Even the nameplate, all the little details are all painted perfectly. Yeah, beautiful job on here.
Are you going to wind up getting the younger version too?
They're doing a younger version?
Oh, yeah. You didn't know that?
No. I'm good with this one. I don't need to. But I like that this guy does. They put like that McFarlane kind of cup shoulder rotation in there, so it's not just a regular butterfly. So that was pretty cool too. I'm glad that they did that. Yeah, it's not the best movement in that upper kind of diaphragm joint, but it's okay for what it is. He has like the hula hoop by the waist, you know, the drop down hips, upper thigh, double knee hinge, all that great stuff. Like their articulation's always, you know, top notch on these guys. So I got to give Hasbro credit on that. You know, it's one of the few lines that they're really paying attention to detail, and I think they have to, because these things are, you know, they're the real money makers. Between that and the like 86 line of Transformers, like you could tell they're putting more care into those. Well, not that 2-pack, but all the other ones, yeah. Because yeah, like that Ultra Magnus, that thing is freaking beautiful. But yeah, again, same stupid way of doing the packaging inside a paper bag inside of a cardboard foot locker. So you're gonna have some.
You know, Vinny, to add on to that real quick.
Yeah.
So I've got a review coming up for next week. I've got Ripper. And it was the same thing with one of his weapons sitting in that damn paper plastic fucking packaging. It's all warped the hell up. Like they need to stop doing that shit. And Trina, I don't know if this comment is really helping try to defend Kiss, because it sounds very lesbianic.
Kiss is awesome. Look it up. I designed a full line of Kiss figures.
Oh, nice.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. It was Gene Simmons be like, oh, I want to charge $500 a piece for these.
Oh, he was the biggest douchebag to work with.
Because he is a fucking douchebag.
Yeah.
Well, that's because he's another one of those aging lesbians.
Buy our Kiss coffins.
And let me tell you, aside from like the 2 songs of theirs that are like the most famous, I did not like that band. And one of the guy in the painting department was a massive fan, and I didn't know, and I kind of made fun of them. And I found out he had the Kiss logo tattooed on him somewhere. I'm like, oh my god. I laughed hard.
I'm not like a giant fan, but I don't mind them.
Yeah, like I got a couple of good songs, but you know, I was never fanatical about them.
Mm-hmm.
When you find out,
Time Prophet, is Gene Simmons like your illegitimate dad or something? You love to bring up Kiss, bro.
Oh, he does a lot.
What's going on, Curtis?
Your secret's safe with us, bro. It's okay. Your secret's safe with us.
What's going on, Curtis YZ, and what's going on, Steve Kenobi? I hope you both are doing well.
Yeah, what's up, everyone? Hell yeah. But one day I'll show some of that other stuff, because we made like busts of them as well. Those were kind of cool. But yeah, it's the only figures that when I was working there I had a little bit of a tough time with, because like when you're dealing with people who are massive egomaniacs and they want all these extra little tidbits and shit, it's like, yeah, I just kind of turned my stomach. But I focused more on something else anyway when I was there, the other shit I was designing. So it's all good. But yeah. Oh, fun fact! I think they're the same legs on both of these figures. There's like a little extra texture and stuff that's on General Hawk, like on his pants. But other than that, I do believe they're the same legs.
Boots look different.
It's just a paint job on them.
Huh.
The sculpt work is exactly the same. So I thought that was kind of interesting. I mean, I know they do that from time to time with these companies, but it's not a major miss or anything, because you know it's still a good mold. But yeah, and the scaling is good, because I like that Sergeant Slaughter. He's much bigger on top. They try to get him closer to the cartoon with his size, so that was pretty cool. But yeah, Buzzer's fantastic. This guy's really cool. I did see Ripper in the stores, but there was something else I got instead at the time. It's like you know, you only have so much money for certain things. When
You know, I was really pissed off because Target actually had a sale for those with like the red card and everything like that. So if you ordered it online, you could get Buzzer for $9.99 like about a week and a half ago.
Yeah, I had gotten him, I think, a week and a half prior to that. So
What was that what was that on the back of the box? That cloth thing that had the skull and crossbones on it.
The cloth thing.
Yeah, could you rewind a little bit? When it showed the back of the box, there was like a cloth, some sort of.
He just showed it.
Yeah. That thing. On the right.
Yeah, it was like they got like some kind of cheap Foot Locker thing that they put.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, the weapons are inside there. It's just all cardboard. It's really cheap, flimsy shit. And so the figures don't go loose all around in the packaging. Again, they wasted so much doing this package design. They're like, oh yeah, we're saving the environment. No, you made it worse. You chopped down more trees for that garbage. Plastic is cheaper and easier to do. But I don't know, these people are retarded. He is a cool figure. Although my major gripe is with the sunglasses. They look more like goggles, and they can't do it right. For some reason, at this scale, they still have major difficulties trying to get glasses correct on these figures.
Well, I don't know. I'm going to tell you right now, the ones for Ripper, not bad at all.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, his was different though. His weren't they more like the ones with the lines across them?
They were just red tinted.
Or red tinted.
So all the Dreadnoks have removable sunglasses?
No.
No?
No. Those two do. Zartan and Zorana, they don't have.
No, I mean all the ones that had sunglasses, like Buzzer, Ripper, and.
Well, Torch hasn't even come out yet.
Yeah, they never even showed him yet, right?
Not that I'm aware of.
What I would have preferred is if they did an alternate head and they were already sculpted on. That would have been a smarter move. That way you could even do a slightly different facial expression if you want. But that's just me, coming from a lead designer background. I don't know. Call me crazy, but you're paying $25 for a figure. Maybe throw in some extra accessories.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So I can't justify buying some of these figures. Like, they look great, but I can't justify dropping $25 and then you get like very limited stuff with it.
Yeah. But I'll say it on the fair side, these guys have been pretty damn awesome, and they do come with a good amount of shit, depending on what the character is. Because I know some of them, they really go above and beyond, and it's like, oh shit, and they put them in a regular packaging. Because the ones that they usually go a little bit extra, they'll make the box bigger and charge like between $35 and $40. Like, nah, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Like that's why I never got Snake Eyes with the dog. Because to me, I'm like, that's a ripoff. Come on. The dog is not worth $20. The fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Well, I got mine discounted, so I didn't pay full price. So.
Well, see, and that's the good thing too, because a lot of these guys, you will find good sales for them. That's the only other reason why I'm still getting some of them. Because I don't want to pay full price, and I don't intend to. Because again, it's when you choke, right?
And Trina, you're not wrong. And NECA usually does include a lot of accessories. There they don't, but most of the times they do.
Yeah, I cut back on the NECA shit just because it's like, it's my line was the Gargoyles line, and then thankfully it's going to be a while before any other figures release.
That bag thing is pretty stupid.
Oh, it's retarded.
I was like, what are you doing? And then he dumped all these accessories out of it. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that was inside of the Foot Locker. Is that piece of paper, and it's all wrapped up. So yeah, you can have figures that things are all warped. Look how crooked the glasses are and shit.
Yeah.
And they don't even look like glasses; they look more like goggles.
They do look like goggles.
Yeah, it's awful. It would have been better if you did an alternate head. You did the sculpt on it; it's already there. And you can make the frame thinner and all that, make it more accurate to real glasses.
The OG one, it was like straight up silver. Like they didn't even paint the sunglasses; they were just all silver.
Yeah. It's nuts, man. They might be so cheap like that, but other than the sunglasses, this guy is fantastic. Like the design itself is really good. The weapons are nice. Like the paint jobs are really crisp on them. Good stuff. But I don't know what you call this weapon, but it looked pretty cool. And
It looks like a baseball bat with a fucking buzzsaw attached to
It
it.
looks like a chain. It looks like a chain, like slave kind of thing.
That was one of the weapons the OG came with.
Yep.
No, I mean technically, since it's a staff with a chain and a blade on the end, it would technically fall into the category of Morningstar.
Okay. So cool. That's an Australian Morningstar. We could have just asked Will. He would have told us.
Those look really good together.
Yeah, they look fantastic together. Yeah, I'm just missing Ripper right now. Are you my daddy? Not that one. The other one. Which I don't like the mohawk they gave him. On the cartoon, he didn't have a mohawk. Like, I don't know why they did it like that.
No, he had like a mullet.
Yeah. It was a shorter mullet, but it's still like he had a better look. I don't like they gave him a mohawk with a slight mullet for the Ripper one. I'll eventually I do want to get him, but yeah, it was between him and another figure, and I chose the other figure.
The original figure I thought had a mohawk.
Hang on, let me see.
Positive.
Let me see. Let me
Yeah,
see.
look it up. But
while you're looking that up real quick, say hi to Frankie Knows is now in the chat. What's going on, Frankie?
What's up, Frankie?
DJ Ronnie G also in the house. What's up?
Squibs.
King of Squibs in the house. Bone is dropping links. Thank you, Bone.
Yeah, I got the figure right. I got the figure right here. If you want to see it, he does have a slight tail in the back of his head, a little mulletous.
Yeah, if you share screen, we'll pull it up. But yeah, so this was my my review for the week. I did enjoy these guys. I thought they were pretty damn cool.
And what's up, Scrambles?
Yeah. All right. See.
Okay. Yeah. Right. He did.
And look. He's got a little tail in the back.
Right.
See, I thought he had a shortened mohawk.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah, but see, it's not like shaved to the skin. It's like on the sides over here.
Yeah, the classifieds. Yeah, they did a pretty good job keeping it accurate to that. But yeah, I don't know. I prefer more of a cartoon look or a cartoon update. So if they put an alternate head in there, why not? It's not going to take much to do that extra piece. But yeah, that's
I want to see what they could do with Road Pig. I want to see.
Me too.
Yeah.
Which I got a feeling they might reuse some of the parts from Sergeant Slaughter, like the arms and shit. I think they could do something like that. But I would prefer a brand new sculpt because they're the pinless joints are fantastic. I love that the newer figures are all like that. Sergeant Slaughter still had the pins, but I think because they reused his arms from a different figure. But still did a nice job. Like I said, these are all excellent figures, and you can't really go wrong with them. This did get a big thumbs up. Yeah.
White Mr. T figure, William Paul Mary Gold.
I know. That was a good one, wasn't it?
Oh, shit.
He didn't have enough gold chains.
Trina says it's kind of like a faux hawk.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
What's up, Liam?
Hey, man, what's up?
And Curtis, thank you for dropping the links as well. Appreciate it. Always appreciate it.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
Now, you know what? The Ripper one, I was actually, I was pretty satisfied. I mean, a couple small things that was kind of about it, but yeah, we'll see that next week. I was pretty impressed with it.
Okay, that's good to hear because I still do want to get them for sure.
And you're talking about Road Pig. I would like to see them do all those dreadnoughts, including Naugahyde.
Yeah, Naugahyde.
Thrasher.
They don't have the rights to use the name Naugahyde anymore. I forgot what they
really.
Even before these ones, these lines that you're showing, they had to rename him. I guess they lost the rights to use the name. So
well, see, that's funny though. They've lost rights to Transformers too, and then they've gotten them back later on.
Yeah.
So,
oh, you mean names of characters?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They did it in Transformers with a few characters. They lost the rights to use those certain names. They had to change them. Then they got the names back, and then they started using them again. So there's something about if you don't continuously keep using those names, you can actually lose the rights to them.
Damn.
Yeah, those are awesome, man. Those Dreadnought figures, I definitely want to get every last one. I hope they do. oh shit, what the hell's his name? Xandar as well, the skiff driver. The
The one with the one with the ponytail, right?
Yes. He looked like a pirate.
Do you think they're going to hold off until they actually do the vehicle?
I don't know. I would love to see it, and the same thing with Thrasher if they do the Thunder Machine, but that would make him like out of reach for a lot of people that are casually collecting these things.
Yeah.
The last one you got left is Monkey Wrench.
Oh yeah. Shit. So wait, there's 4 or 3 more.
Well, they've already got Torches. They said that they were doing Torch, but you got Naugahyde, you got Xandar,
yeah.
Zartan's brother.
Thrasher.
You got Thrasher. You got Monkey Wrench. You got Naugahyde. You got Road Pig, and then the Zanzibar that I just mentioned. So that's 5, 6, 7.
5 or 6, right?
It's like 7.
And then there was a Ninja Force Zartan.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Yeah, it's quite a few that they could still delve into. So, I mean, I would really be interested to see all of them come out because I definitely love to get them. There's a few Joes that I like, but I really love the Dreadnoks. That was like, even when I was younger, that was my main collecting point, was getting all the damn Dreadnoks. I just thought they were awesome. Dirty, rotten, stinking bikers. It reminded me of Lobo and shit.
Oh yeah, they were supposed to be like based on Mad Max type shit, right?
Yeah. That's why the Thunder Machine looked like it was jumbled from different parts.
Yeah, look, Vinnie, you want to see Ninja Force Zartan?
Sure, you got him.
I don't have his weapons.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, he's one of the Ninja Force ones, so he does the.
Yeah, they really try to make him look like the bad guy from Road Warrior.
Yeah. And his mohawk isn't even like molded; it's like an attachment that's glued to his head.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's weird that they did it
See,
like that.
I think all right. You take away the snot green pants.
Yep.
And you make this character not Zartan. I think he's a cool figure, but I don't think he's not Zartan.
No, he's like, when they go, "Oh, Mom, can I have Zartan?" They go,
We have Zartan at home.
Well, we can get you the Dollar General version.
Right.
I don't remember what stream it was. I was listening to you guys, and Vinny, I remember he brought up. All right, you said your friend had those weird ass bootleg He-Man figures with the animal heads on them.
Yes.
I remember seeing those at a couple of friends' houses. I'd completely forgotten about those.
Oh, dude, it was so hilarious. I remember I could not stop laughing. He's like, "What?" Like he was genuinely like shocked and surprised. Like, "What? They're He-Man toys?" I'm like, "No, they're not. That's He-Man's body. Like, we got like these animal heads, and everything was so cheap looking."
Yeah, I remember the tiger head one. One of my friends had the tiger head guy.
Yeah, dude. Oh, it's ridiculous.
William Palmieri says, "I know a lesbian that looks like Ninja Force Zartan." Punk rock, yeah, Bone, yeah. The Crocmaster, the one they did for the Classified series, is absolutely outstanding. Vinnie and I both have that one, and that thing is great. And Time Prophet, no, the mouse is not out. Is not out of copyright. Only the version from Steamboat Willie is.
Yep. So yeah, any modern day one, if he's got regular eyes and pupils, you're making a big mistake. Or if he's got the red pants, they could go after anyone who does that. But Steamboat Willie, no black and white, all black pupils, no other eyes. The big loopy ones aren't in there.
This is all the sort of shit that they're gonna have when Superman and Batman become public domain. Like they have it all like you can't use a certain way the symbol was drawn, shit like that.
Yeah, they always do shit like that. Did Bugs Bunny? Did any of those characters? Are they going to be going public domain soon?
Oh, I don't know about that.
I was curious.
I don't know. I just remember seeing the thing with Batman and Superman. That's the only thing I remember.
Oh, it's really coming up soon.
I think in the 30s, in the 2030s.
Oh, well, we're not going to be around by then.
And
this might be the last.
Good to see you, man.
What's up?
And how has no one ever heard the term snot green before?
That's your coined term now.
Yeah, I heard that all the time as a kid.
Yeah, same.
All right, so I have an interesting one here. Now, unfortunately, because there was so much to unpack in this one, I did have to break this up into 4 freaking parts. So,
oh yeah,
your choice. Do I play each part separately and we talk about it before I move on to the next, or do I just play all of them? We talk about it at the end.
We'll play the first clip and then we'll go from there.
Okay. All right, and here we go. Welcome back, as we're getting ready to delve into something that is Transformer related. Unfortunately, Cliff Jumper can't be here with us for this one because what I'm going to show off takes up a little bit too much real estate on the table, but Cliff Jumper is here in spirit. I'm going to be talking about something from 2009. This one was actually a 25th anniversary edition G1 series re-release of Optimus Prime. This one came with a whole bunch of extras, something you really just don't see him do with a lot of these re-releases anymore. It came with a 25th anniversary special edition DVD. It came with a sound box.
Megatron must be stopped, no matter the cost. I am Optimus Prime. Autobots, transform and roll out.
That was a really cool little extra. And right here on this flap, so you lift this flap up, they actually got a reproduction of the #1 Transformers comic by Marvel. You just don't see them doing this kind of stuff. This is absolutely respect and paying homage to the fans of this series when they did something like this, because they went all out with this one. Now, I don't remember how much this one cost back in the day when I picked it up, but I want to say even back then, it was probably a minimum of $75. But it was well worth it, I think. So let's get them out of the box and take a look at them.
Let's roll.
Out of the box, here we go with Prime. You will notice that the smokestacks on this one are a lot shorter than the original ones. To show that off, here we got an older G1. You see those smokestacks are much higher on this guy. It looks like the color is slightly darker on this old school one too. You can actually see a bit of the coloration changes in this one. This is a much darker red. This one is much lighter in color. Compared to this one, it almost looks pink, but it's definitely a red. And then you can see on the legs, of course, a much darker blue on the original one.
That's a nice looking one.
Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah. You could play the rest of them.
Play the rest of them. All right. Well, here we go. With Prime sitting there and this trailer in the back, let's go ahead and transform. And now I will mention that one thing that everybody gets wrong when they transform Prime, usually they just pull the legs down. What you're actually supposed to do is you're supposed to push these legs out. They're on a bit of a spring, so you're supposed to push them out like that and turn them up, because it's got this little plastic gear that's right in there. If you don't pull them out when you're turning it out, probably the best thing you can do in order to do that is do the arms. Technically, the arms, they're supposed to pull back like that and then out. Usually everybody forgets this, and I've actually had ones that I've had to repair where somebody just pulled the arms out and they've actually broken the plastic and everything. So you do that, and then you're supposed to push this against the spring and then pull the legs up. That's how you're supposed to do it, and that's how you actually save those gears inside of his legs so they don't prematurely wear out. There's Prime. Go ahead and put his fist in. These ones are a little bit of the bloated design, a little bit of a lift. So this way he's supposed to hold his gun a little better, but it really is no better than the original one. They should have corrected that, especially with a re-release of this thing. I know in some of the old pictures they actually had him holding his gun like that, but you can kind of get it. You just got to play with it a little bit to get it in his hand. But there we go with Optimus Prime, all transformed. Wasn't a whole lot to him. He did have some movement down here in the knees and everything like that, which was a lot more than most of the other Transformers. Of course, he had full articulation up in the arms with the bend at the elbow, and of course, his hands just poured in. You could turn him any way you want. His head did not turn, however, though. So if you're thinking his head turned, it did not. Now, as far as die cast on these things, just like the original one, he had die cast down here at the toes. You could see the color difference because this is where the die cast is. No other die cast in the legs here other than the pins that are going through the wheel assembly section right here. And of course, the front of his cab right here. Just this piece, that is all that was metal on him. So, always hear that myth over and over again about how Prime was an extremely heavy figure because he had so much die cast. He had no die cast really in him. He had a lot of extra rubber on here, on his tires and everything. And the tires are actually branded on this one, Desert Dog on one side, and it says Formula on the other. Oh, of course, we have his trailer here right here as well. You can put those sides out like a stabilizer. Lift down the back. Just pop open the top. Lift your little artillery and repair droid out. Just flip his arms out like that. The claw did open up on this one. He did come with a few missiles you could take, put it in the front right here. Now, I don't recall if these ones actually fire or not. So, see, they actually still fire, too. Whoa, that one really went. I think the spring in this side is a little worn out. I don't understand why I never used it. It had a little dial on the back right here, so you could spin this little radar dish thing around. And it does still have the cockpit, which the original Diaclone one had one where you'd put a Diaclone figure in there, the little one inch tall figures. Of course, also inside the deck, there was a couple more seats for some more Diaclone pilots, because the original Battle Convoy, which became Prime, actually came with 3 Diaclone pilots. And, of course, you got what became known as Roller. And Roller is right in this assembly, cocks back like that, and then got a little spring-loaded, boom, and he goes flying out. And there was talks about Mirage could almost fit in there too, and I think maybe launch out, but I've never tried that. I do have an original Mirage back there. Maybe one day I'll try it, but of course he also comes with what everybody calls the gas pump. You look at this thing though, it doesn't look like a gas pump. It does not look, it actually looks like a welder. And that was one of the things in the original Diaclone. This thing wasn't just a command base. This was also supposed to be a repair bay, and they actually show pictures of it just like this, standing up, and it's supposed to be a repair bay where Prime stands right in there and effectively can get repairs done to him. One more. Overall, as a 25th anniversary piece that I still have in my collection, I think this one was exceptional. They really did go the extra mile with all the extras that they put in here. The DVD, the reprinting of the original comic, and the sound box as well. This was an excellent piece to grab back in the day if you can get it. Granted, some of the variation changes in this ones might piss off a few purists, but for those of us that maybe didn't have a Prime in our collection anymore, or maybe didn't have one at all, this was an excellent pickup back in the day. Now, whether or not they will release one with this kind of full glory again, I doubt it very highly, because I think the price tag would be absolutely ridiculous and scare off a lot of those G1 recollecting fans. But guys, that's it for this one. What did you think of this 25th anniversary Optimus Prime that I still have in my collection. I think this one is top notch. If I was giving this one a rating, even with the color variations, the shorter smokestacks and everything like that, the fact that the missiles still fire and everything in there, and all the extras that they threw in with this one, I would still say I would give this one a 10 out of 10. I think this was very well done.
Megatron must be stopped, no matter the cost.
Transformers, more than meets the eye. The Transformers.
Yeah, that is amazing, dude. That's a great re-release.
Mm-hmm.
I absolutely love this re-release of him. Thank you, awesome one. This is one of the ones that I've been waiting on a long time to finally dig out and do like a proper like review on and show it off. And man, it was just so much fun having this thing out on the table. I mean, obviously, I had to break this down into 4 segments, and there's still a bunch that I cut out. That's going to be part of a full video when I finally release it. So. Yeah, absolutely excellent. I mean, yeah, shorter smokestacks, slight color variation, but everything that was there is G1 inspired without a doubt. Like I said, even the canopy on that repair droid opens up so you can put a Diaclone pilot, and they did not skimp on this one at all. I would just love to see Hasbro like pay attention to the shit that they did that, back in 2009 when they were doing some of these early re-releases, and think about, that's the kind of shit that fans really do appreciate. Mm-hmm. And that's what they love about the re-releases, the extras that you can get, or just going back and really paying attention to detail to what the original figure had and giving all those fans back something again that maybe they've lost or they never had to begin with, and newer fans that would like to get those old ones. I just wish that they would go back and start doing shit like that, because the one that they released back in like 2019, 2020 at Walmart, that was so cheap. The first one they released was just the cap, all by itself, in like an original Transformer style box. Nothing extra, just a damn freaking toy with his gun in his hands and everything. And so goddamn cheap. Then they released him again with the trailer, but they didn't add anything extra.
Yeah, it's stupid. It's a waste when they do stuff like that. The only ones I've seen re-released like that in stores, they had Starscream at Walmart once. I had seen that, but yeah, normally those things doesn't look like they put too many of them out. Real quick too, man. What's up, Lion Rotten? How you doing, man?
What's up, Lion Rotten?
Happy New Year, man. And Will said something really funny too. He says he knows a lesbian that looks just like the Ninja Forces Artane.
Oh, we showed that earlier.
Yeah, that was good though.
If I had the drive-by comment for it, I would have brought that up. But
yeah.
I will disagree with you, Lurch. That Bumblebee movie was not cool at all. It was a piece of trash.
I enjoyed it.
That's because you enjoy non-canon German comic book garbage.
German.
Well, I was never really attached to G1 like you were. I was more of a Beast Wars guy.
You goddamn son of a bitch! I ain't going to tolerate that shit.
I'd say out of the Michael Bay ones, I also liked Bumblebee better than the rest of them.
You son of a bitch!
Yep.
God, this panel's going to get small.
But like with that new Transformers movie, the best part for me personally was the Beast Wars stuff, just because I have that attachment to Beast Wars.
Yeah, I didn't see that movie at all.
So yeah.
But yeah, out of the ones I've seen, I'd say the Bumblebee one I thought was better or closer to G1. Not saying that it was G1. I'm just saying it was. Yeah. It had a better vibe to it than the other ones did.
Yep.
Yeah,
the other ones were all over the place.
The first 5 minutes.
Oh, the first 5 minutes were fucking solid.
How dare you?
I still want to know, why won't they do a proper like Cybertronian movie like that? I would have preferred that. And in the end, you want them crashing on Earth, make them crash on Earth.
Dude, I talked about this before. Like, if for some like stroke of freaking miracle, I was ever given like a realm position in Hasbro to decide what they're going to put out as a movie, the first thing I would do is go back to Cybertron, and I wouldn't start from the war started and let's go to Earth. I would start before that, what leads up to the war, because that's the kind of shit that's going to put asses in seats, because that's what all the real Transformer fans want to see. They want to see, well, how does the war really start? Now, how do you pick the canon that you're going to use for that? That's a whole another ball of wax though, because there's certain things that they actually did in the IDW comics that wasn't bad before they really started leading into their woke trash. There was a few things that were actually kind of neat, and it would lend very well to the overall mythos of the Transformers and how the war could start. But other shit is just trash, just all trash.
Yeah.
So I mean, you got to sift through that because the stuff they did early in the cartoon, they really skipped over everything, and they kind of did the same thing with the comic. I mean, the comic gave you a very small overview of how the war gets starts, but that's all they give you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you go by the Sunbow cartoon, the Constructicons create Megatron.
What they did that?
Yeah. Most people miss that. Yeah, they talk about it. They talk about the Quintessons and everything. I think it was in the 5 Faces of Darkness, but they talk about their gladiatorial robots turned on them, and you see the Constructicons at a table and they create Megatron. Just trash.
What the? Yeah.
Yeah, the game was actually really good by High Moon Studios.
Yep.
That was excellent. Excellent game.
I only played the first one, but I really enjoyed it. They could turn that into a movie.
Oh yeah, they should. We should. That'd be awesome. Yeah, I played that with a friend of mine online. It was one of the first games. I kind of did like that co-op thing on.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun. I really enjoyed it. The secret missions were really interesting. Had they had them flying and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was fun. Make more games like that, you horrible companies.
I even had the Beast Wars PS1 game. That game was so bad.
Yeah, I never even heard of it.
Oh, it was so bad.
Jesus.
Because it was one of those games where if you weren't killing something, you were like slowly dying because you needed to constantly have was it Energon to like live?
Yeah.
So your energy is draining the entire game?
Yes. So you're like exploring, trying to figure out where the hell to go, and you're slowly fucking dying.
That's retarded.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, what you're saying, it's Biden representation leaking all over the game.
That's what it sounds like.
The only reason I was able to get anywhere decent in the game is because I had a turbo controller back in the day. So you shot like super slow. So
the old turbo controller.
Yep. So you shot super damn slow. So I turned on the turbo controller and it was like a fucking machine gun and would just obliterate every fucking thing.
I beat so many NES games back in the day simply because I had a fucking turbo controller.
It's called having an edge.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
And if you didn't have that, you call some kind of 1-800 number to get the edge, right?
Oh, you know what I used to do? Because
Game Genie.
well, even without that, the magazine they used to put out every month, Game Pro.
Oh, like Game Pro.
Yeah, it was in particular Game Pro, where in the middle of the every issue they would have like 2 to 4 pages full of cheats, for all sorts of systems.
Oh yeah.
So I would go to the newsstand, pick up the new Game Pro, immediately turn to the middle, look for games that I had or was going to rent or borrow from somebody, and look at the cheats. Just put the magazine back on the rack and walk out with the knowledge I had of cheating.
Yeah, I used to do that too.
That's great.
The one game that drove me crazy was Silent Hill. Like there was something you were supposed to do specifically, and I go to look it up, and I'm like, I go home, I go to put it on, I'm like, that's not there at all. It's supposed to be here, and it's not here. The item was missing completely. I'm like,
Silent Hill had so many different
was it a glitch?
endings, and you had to do stuff super specific for things to be where they were supposed to be.
Right.
I never played Silent Hill.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably the only person I know that ever played it.
Yeah, it was not. I never played the second one. Everyone said the second one was probably the best one. I'm like, great.
I never played the second one either.
Yeah.
King of Squibs, personally, I would like to start before Alphatron. If I was doing it, I would like to start before him. I would actually like to lead into the mythos that they actually established in Marvel Comics. We all know, if you've ever watched the old Sunbow cartoons, they gave a really shitty explanation of where Unicron comes from. So, I mean, you have this tremendous character, Unicron, in the movie, who's a deadly threat to every Transformer and pretty much all life, all mechanical life, anywhere. And they give it some stupid simian ape-looking creature creates Unicron. Like, really? Is that's the type of trash that you do, Sunbow? Like garbage. Like in the Marvel comics, they actually gave a bigger explanation of who Unicron is. So they're basically like he's the god of chaos. And then Primus is the god of light and creation.
Right.
And so they're in this eternal, never-ending battle. And Primus takes Unicron through a portal. He tricks him. And as they go through the portal, they both crash into asteroids. Over time, Primus changes his asteroid into the planet Cybertron and begins filling it with life. And of course, over time, Unicron changes his asteroid into a planet that devours other planets.
Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah, that's the one thing I'll give Beast Machines. They do get into that a little bit with Prime, with Primus. Yeah. That was kind of cool. I like that they went back into the lore a little bit, but I know the cartoon had other problems. But yeah, that was the War for Cybertron or Beast Machines rather.
See, I didn't like Beast Machines. I like Beast Wars. The only good thing about Beast Machines to me was Megatron was a freaking dragon, which was awesome. Yeah. But everything else was garbage to me for that.
Yeah, they separated his machine half from the organic half. That's why his head was like a tribute to Unicron, which was kind of funny. But yeah, it was in that cartoon where they went into Primus a bit. That's what I'm like, okay, but like some of the shit you could kind of take from it, but yeah, it had its problems.
Yeah, there's some tremendous stories sitting in there. If only they would stop. They would stop letting like garbage tier companies work on this franchise. I mean, they make Transformers great again.
Yeah, let's do that. Tommy's got a new red hat.
Hey, you know what? Hey, I'm also part of the Make Impaling great again. So,
yep, I'm with you there, buddy.
So, I got another oddball one here for you in the toy break, and this one I just picked up today when I was out doing the food shopping for the guinea pigs and everything. And I seen this, and as soon as I seen it, I was like, no, I'm taking this. I was pretty impressed with this one. Tell me what you guys think about this little thing. Welcome back. As we're getting ready to check out another toy. Now, I don't usually pick up a lot of these, but every once in a while, this company puts out something that catches my eye. And this time from Mattel and Hot Wheels, we got their classic car line, and we've got Thundercats. And we have the Thundercat Thunder Tank. This is a pretty cool looking piece, and like I said, I normally don't pick up a lot of these, but every once in a while one of these things is just outstanding looking, and this one I think looks terrific. Just amazing. I've picked up a few of the ones from the Masters of the Universe line too. Those ones are pretty cool, but this one, yeah, as soon as I seen this, I knew I had to get this. Pretty cool stuff. What do you guys think about this one?
Dude, I love it. That looks amazing. That backdrop is sick too, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it. Thank you, everybody, for that.
Yeah.
I was working on that for quite some time. I still have to get sidewalls together, and I haven't figured out what I'm doing quite yet with it. But I love this guinea pigs in the hood.
That's right, man. Dude, yeah, that's wicked. Yeah, that's
Frankie.
so
Yeah,
good.
Frankie. Damn right. But the tank is
man.
empty.
Yeah, that Thunder take, that looked really good, man. I had no idea that they did that team up.
I just seen it today, and it's the first time I've ever seen it. And I usually I will take a walk down the aisle that's got the Hot Wheels stuff, because that's the same place they had the Battle Bots. RC cars. So
that was Walmart.
No, this was at Target.
That's Target.
It was the only one they had left sitting on the shelf, because I seen the shelf where it said Thundercats, and that was the only one left. I was like, oh shit, check that out.
Dude, beautiful. I know. These things are so hard to freaking get. I keep forgetting to do the for my toy break, the Batwing that I got.
Yeah, yes, I'm not
forgetting to record it. Dude, yeah, that's killer though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful piece. I can't remember if I know I picked up a few of the Masters of the Universe ones, like the Land Shark, the Wind Raider.
Mm-hmm.
So there was another one they did. I'm failing to remember what it was, because they did a few in the Masters of the Universe vehicles too, and they all, every time they do those, they look absolutely spectacular.
That is awesome.
Hello, Bad Take Bojan. Good to see you.
What's up, Tina?
Hello.
Yay.
Yeah, the moss on the floor. Yeah. Happy New Year. Yeah, the moss on the floor, my fingers got sticky putting all that shit in there.
Yeah, that's an awesome effect.
Yeah.
Little grass spots coming up from it.
Well, I couldn't figure out what to do with the ground. And I was like, it looked too plain to me. I had added a lot of texture colors and everything like that. I said, no, it needs more. So I found the bag of like moss looking material that I had in the back. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to add that in there. That might look cool. I almost feel like I should have added more, to tell you the truth.
That would go cool with some Ninja Turtles stuff.
I have plans to make a sewer. So I'm not going to do the sewer layer. I just want to make like a sewer backdrop.
Nice. Yeah, that would be
good shit, man.
Plenty of cool shit, man. Yeah, you've been crushing it with those.
I've been doing my best. They just take so much time.
Yep.
I mean, especially the one that I'm still currently working on. Holy crap! Is that just? Whew, that is time consuming. Yeah, it's all the extras.
Oh yeah. Well, because it's so many awesome extras that you are putting on there, man. It'd be all purpose type thing, and that's what I love what you're doing with these things.
If I had the time, I probably could devote a whole section of the channel just to that stuff. But
that would be interesting. I think people would love that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably going to put a few of them up. I have recorded some of the stuff that I've done with them.
Mm-hmm.
Just, I'll probably put it up eventually, but nice. I want to wait until I'm done with a couple of them first.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But does anybody else have anything else? I have 2 more things left. Well, technically 3.
No, I only had the one other thing, but it was just a short. It was real short. Where the hell was it? Give me a second.
Short, like an OnlyFans girl short.
Yeah, let me share a screen real quick. Yeah, it was this short. Oh, where did it go? Where's the volume?
There it is.
Again, clearance. He's missing an arm and he's about to start a fire.
Yeah, we had a Wiggler Santa Claus. He's missing an arm. He's about to
one arm. Black.
Hold on. Are you my daddy?
Oh shit! Yeah, that was about it.
about the same level of attention to detail,
right? I think last week I showed the Mario, the ones that Tommy got me. That was great. Oh shit.
Oh man. So we got a new segment here for everybody. Vinnie, you're gonna have to tell me if you like this or whether or not I keep moving forward with this. So it's just one single segment, and I hope you guys enjoy this.
Nice. Pretty good segment.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was, like I said, relatively short. I wanted to start adding some extra like trivia knowledge for some of the toys that we're always talking about and some of the franchises. I think I caught everybody flat-footed with that one because I didn't see one answer in the chat. So
I knew the answer to it.
Well, you know what? Here's the thing. In case anybody was wondering, well, how the hell are they connected? Number one, like I said, Eastman and Laird said they were huge fans of not only Jack Kirby, but of Frank Miller's run, Daredevil. So you look at some of the parallels to that. So Daredevil, Matt Murdock. Well, hold on before you get to that. Daredevil, Matt Murdock. He gets splashed with a radioactive.
The ooze. Yeah, the ooze is the same.
Turtles get splashed. The ooze. Vinny, go ahead.
Yeah, the hand was that's the ninja
foot
that's in there. Yeah, the foot.
Splinter,
stick. Yeah, there was a bunch of shit like that. They did such a great job, paying tribute, and it almost felt like a gag on all of it. But they did such a great job with Ninja Turtles that it was it was too good.
Did you say the red bandanas? Did someone say that? Did anyone mention that? Tommy, you didn't mention that, right? That's why they all had red bandanas.
No, I didn't mention it.
Not the Daredevil.
Yeah,
nice.
No, I didn't mention it, but yeah, I figured I'd give you guys since I started off with the first one.
Yeah,
but I just thought that was an interesting piece of information for those out there who maybe didn't know that.
Yeah,
it's a different Daredevil.
That's very cool.
All right, you take care of Trina. Have a good night.
Have a good night, Trina.
Have a good night, Trina.
Can't wait to have you back.
That's right.
All right, so that segment is actually going to lead into the next toy. And I recently picked up two of these guys. Before we find out what they are. I picked up two of them. I was pretty impressed with them. So I went out. I did get the other two, which I'll probably be filming and showing them off next week. Willing. We'll see how things go because there's something after this toy show off that I'm going to talk about. It's leading into this whole TMNT thing. So here we go. Welcome back as we're hanging out with Rorschach, the superhero pig. What's up, Rorschach? Here's a nice piece of lettuce for you, sir, for your time, sir. And of course, with Rorschach here, you know what that means. It's going to be superhero related. Right, Rorschach? He has got the stare of death going on like, okay, let's see these damn figures. All right, Rorschach, calm down. By way of Playmates, we're going to be doing a 2-for-1. We've got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutating Raph, and Mutating Leo. Well, if we can get both of them to sit on the dial. But here we go with those turtles that actually transform from baby turtles to Ninja Turtles. Oh, yeah. This is really cool. I'm glad that they re-released these ones. I always thought these were really cool. I thought they were a nifty little thing that they added. Of course, it got the story on the back. These ones ain't quite as in-depth with the story. as the regular figures are, but I'm not even sure if the original ones were. So here we go with them. Let's get these suckers out of the box and take a look at them. Here we go, right out of the box with Leonardo and Raphael. These ones actually have a decent amount of movement. They got a little bit of ball action going on here at the top. Of course, they got the traditional turn right here at the wrist. They got leg movement. Once again, it's a little bit on a ball right there, so you get a little bit more movement than usual, and you get a foot pivot as well. Standard rotation for the head right there, because that's about all they had on the original one. So we're going to head and go and get their weapons out next. So for both of the turtles, their weapons come in like a transform state. So the crate raft size, you just push up like that on the back end. Boom, there we go. And with Leonardo's blades, you just grab the blade and pull the blade out of both of them. Bam, even transformation features in the weapons. Leonardo with his Ninjato and Raphael with his size. Go with the rest of their accessories. They each come with a can of turtle food and some retro mutagen ooze. As you can see, Leonardo has the pizza in his hand, and Raphael has that pizza already transformed into a star. Leonardo and Raphael mutating turtles. I like these ones. I remember these when I was younger, and I think it's really cool that they re-released these. I'm going to give these two a solid 9 out of 10. If you are looking for these ones, just remember there is one thing about picking these up. They are only at Target.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Heroes in a half shell.
Turtle power.
Nice. I had those as a kid, and then I had Bebop and Rocksteady too that transformed.
Yes. So in the full video that I'm going to do, they actually showed the one for, I think they only show Bebop in the commercial. Mm-hmm. But yeah, like I'm sure if they release these, they're probably going to release those too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know what? By profit, unfortunately, most of these stores have gone a little woke, so there is no safe store anymore.
Yeah,
I don't remember the old school ones had the transforming Bebop and Rocksteady. Yep. I don't remember this. Mm-hmm. I remember the transforming turtles, the old school series, but not the Bebop and Rocksteady.
Yeah, I had the turtles. I don't remember if I had Bebop and Rocksteady.
Yeah, here's an image of them. Give me a second here.
Yeah, it was kind of weird because the hands on Bebop and I think Rocksteady too. So they got the human hands, so you actually lift up their forearms and you rotate the hand around.
Maybe I did have that. That sounds familiar. Yeah, I think I did have it.
Oh shit! Okay, okay. See, when you were talking about transforming, I thought it was that you know, they transformed into a regular rhino and a regular warthog. No. Seeing them as this, yes, now I remember.
Yep. Look, it's actually William Palmieri's lesbian neighbor and Zartan.
Yeah, it looks like Ninja Force Zartan on the right.
Oh, shit.
Yep, I had both of those. I had a shit ton of turtles. I wish I had them all still, but I don't.
Oh, they had a Splinter too?
Did
they? They did, yeah.
But did he turn from human into the rat or from Splinter into just a regular rat?
To the Googles.
Well, I think that they did the animated series because that's where they got the design for Bebop and Rocksteady, because that's actually in the very first episode of
I remember.
The cartoon. Because you see those thugs jumping April in her van.
But wasn't
I think that was the one I didn't have.
Wasn't Bebop black in the cartoon?
Yes, he was. Yeah, he was. Good eye.
So they race swapped him for the figure.
Yes, they did. They also did the same thing with Baxter Stockman, but they did the same with the toy and the cartoon.
So here he is as a rat, and then his chest opens up, and then you flip down that head and flip up the human head.
Yeah, so it's the cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it turns from a human to a splinter of wood.
Yep.
No, these ones are actually really cool. I was actually surprised how well they were made. And I didn't know if you noticed, they had the turtle tail on the back. So if you wanted to recreate what the original molds of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle toys look like, just leave the tail for the baby turtle. Just leave the tail on and get some shadow effect there, and you'll understand why they clipped the offending tail.
Oh yeah, no. As kids, we were making that joke. It was so funny. We leave the tail like that, and it looked like they had dicks.
I had a bunch of the Micro Machines turtle stuff too, because they had like Polly Pocket or Mighty Max version.
Yeah, Mighty Max.
So they had like Toka, and you popped open the shell, and it was like the whole playset. And then they even had these little town pieces too that you could connect together to make like a town.
Yeah, they had X-Men play sets like that too.
Yep.
Yeah, that was cool.
I have a few of the X-Men ones in the back, so they almost look like a little mini game.
Yeah,
the way they're flat box, and you open them up, and it's a whole play set for the X-Men. I think we have two or three of them in the back with the X-Men stuff.
That's cool. Was Mighty Max? Is it the one that turned into? There were guns that opened up and turned into play sets.
No, it was like it would be like a skull or something like that.
Okay.
Like, like a little compact of a skull, and you flip it open.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, because I had some as a kid. It was like it was like a handgun, and you open it up and it had like little.
I think that sounds a little familiar.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of what it was though.
I remember there was also these ones they were done like credit cards. I mean, not really as thin as a credit card, but they came on a flat piece of plastic, and then you would have like maybe a skeleton Viking, maybe a knight or something, or a pirate or whatever, and you would pop them off this disc, and you would kind of fold them a little bit and put their accessories on.
That sounds familiar too.
Here's one of the little town things, or at least one of them. There was like 4 of them. And they all connected together. So you had like your spacers basically.
Oh, that's cool.
Fine.
That's Mighty Max?
Now, this is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, the Ninja Turtles.
Ones of them. But I would combine this with my Mighty Max shit. And do like the Mighty Max, because obviously you could travel from dimension to dimension. They were like
but yeah, shit like this was cool. Like even the girls stuff, like for all the details they put into the Polly Pocket shit. They put a lot of details into that shit.
Yeah, they did.
Well, you know what? I'm not creative. They still make Micro Machine stuff. You just don't see it very often. I've seen a few of the little mini Micro Machine play sets with Transformers and a few other ones, but they're very far and few in between that you actually see them on the shelves anymore.
Yeah, I got a thing of Predator Micro Machines.
Oh, nice!
You could pop them open. They have a little playset in them.
I showed you these, right, Tommy?
Yeah, I remember that.
Did I show you the Predator Micro Machines, Tommy?
I don't think you did.
Ooh, whip it out.
Yeah,
I didn't take them out. I didn't take it out of the box because I know I'm gonna lose these fucking things as soon as I open it.
Yeah.
Let's see, what year is this shit from? 96. The thing is, I didn't even know they were making Micro Machines still in 96.
Well, I mean, they around 90, what was it, 96 to 98, they were doing them as part of the Transformer line.
Okay.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
Oh, yeah, that looks great.
And like they did Thermo Vision. They did one of them like he's like the Predator's looking at him in Thermo Vision.
Yeah.
Nice. They had Star Wars ones of those, and
yeah, I have some of the Star Wars ones.
Well.
I have the Star Wars and Star Trek Draven.
Yep.
There's aliens in the back too.
Dude, yeah, those
Very
are good.
nice.
Those are really good.
Well, they had what, three series of the Predator ones.
Wow.
And
That's awesome.
I'm conflicted about taking this, about opening this because I really want to.
I wouldn't.
I know. It's just that micro Predator. It's it's calling me.
It's making weird sounds at me.
Yeah, here's the Mighty Max. Here's what they basically look like. Like you had all these different faces, and then you flip them.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I know we had a few of them.
I had most of these.
I think we had the Snake.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to say, I thought there was another one that was like a plain white skull.
Yeah, I
Wasn't
remember.
Sure.
I remember that too.
I know I had the spider there, the one beside it to the left,
Mhm.
the two below it. I think I
monkey
had the
looks good.
shark.
I like that
And-
snake. The
Yeah,
snake.
shark looks
I
awesome.
had the hand, and I had the skull up above.
The coiled up snake next to that first
Yeah, the
skull.
second one
I like that shit.
on the top. Yeah, those are pretty cool.
They even had bigger ones. I had one that was like a spaceship, and you could pop it open, and it was like there was a bunch of aliens and stuff in it. You had Virgil and Norm, and then Mighty Max with it.
Sweet.
Because I
Oh man.
think the hand was like Frankenstein or some shit. Like they all had different like stories to them.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
No, they are still making them. So, like I said, I've seen them in stores. I'm not creative. They started coming back with them in 2020. You can easily Google that and look it up because I know I've seen them in Target.
Oh, the
Yeah.
micro machines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's going on,
Star
George
Wars one.
Lucas? What up?
What's
Lurch,
up, George?
Lurch says you need to make and upload audiobook videos of you reading Transformers comics. Well, I do have a Transformers comic that I have to read out. Unfortunately, I can't do all the voices. I'm going to have to wind up getting help with that eventually, and that is something that I do have planned for this year. It's something that's been sitting on the shelf for me to do for a couple years now because I just haven't been able to find time because it always seems like I'm doing one thing or another, like preparing for the next live stream or whatever. And so, like a sit down session to actually do lines like that from a comic where I got to share it with everybody is going to be time consuming. So I haven't forgotten about it. And so I am going to do it. There's a lot of things that I haven't forgotten about. Like probably some people think I have. I haven't. It's just finding the time to get to it.
Yep.
If it bleeds, we can kill it. To open or not to open, that is the question. Something like that, I would definitely say not open.
I
have
mean,
a few of
yeah,
those
it's just
far-
it would be lame too to open it just for that Predator.
Well, I have it, like I was saying, when Draven mentioned the Star Wars and Star Trek, I have Star Wars ones in the back I've shown off before. I've shown off the big giant collection set of Star Trek that I have, where it has all of them plus the special limited edition Enterprise B that's in that set. It only came with that big collector set.
Nice.
So I have that. Then I also have a few of the ones that Ertl did as knockoffs of the Micro Machines, where they're the Batman vehicles. So it's like a Joker van, the Batmobile, a Batwing, shit like that.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
That's how I was introduced to
I have the
Thrawn.
Ertl. I have the
Oh,
Ertl.
nice. To Thrawn and
Oh, hell yeah.
a couple other characters from Star
Pretty
Wars
sure it's
from
Ertl.
AEU.
Pretty sure it's
from
Ertl,
Micro
right? No one other than Ertl maybe. Yeah, I see it. Ertl.
Yeah, Ertl.
Yeah, man, love this thing.
Yeah.
I have no idea how I got it. I guess someone gave it.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, Time Prophet's right. Yeah, E-Tep and myself. Yeah, we could probably definitely help with the voice.
Oh no, I definitely have it planned for you guys, but it's like, yeah, we gotta when we all have enough time to reach out and do all this because it's going to be time consuming, probably more so than the battle bots because that's like, you know, it's a 3-minute fight. It's not going to take much, and everything can be kind of done on the fly for that once I get the rest of those videos put together. But that is actually internet issues, being able to get all that shit done. Yeah. Plus, I'm having problems with editing a few pictures, and I don't have the ability anymore since Microsoft was so gracious to take all those wonderful little extras that I had to edit shit.
Oh, that was great.
Yeah, every time. I'm sorry, Draven, you were saying?
Oh no, I'm good. I'm good.
Oh, okay. So seeing the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Mutatings one, there is one more that I'm going to be working on. Now, this is why maybe I'm going to get the other two mutating turtles up, Michelangelo and Donatello, next week, or maybe it'll be the week after. Because I did pick up something else that was TMNT related. I really wasn't planning on getting any of these ones, and Vinnie and I have talked about these. But when I actually seen it in person, I was actually blown away by how good it looked. And I know we've seen pictures of it, and I was like, damn, that looks good. But coming up in a review, I will be talking about the creature from the Black Lagoon, Leonardo.
Nice.
This figure, I mean, just the box are showing off all the other turtles and everything, and the back of the box, like, it feels like an old movie
Oh
poster.
wow.
Oh man, who did they make Casey Jones into?
Casey Jones, they made him into
Leatherface?
Phantom.
No,
Phantom.
Phantom
Oh,
of the
that's
Opera.
awesome.
Yeah, I seen
that's
him in
cool.
stores. He did look really good.
Yeah, he's
The Casey Jones.
But yeah, I mean, the back of this box just tremendous. And then when I popped that thing open,
Oh,
to
wow.
look at it.
That's cool.
Yeah,
This
he looks
picture,
really good.
this picture is not doing it justice. It is not. This thing looks absolutely gorgeous in your hand. It's just amazing. Like, I was blown away by the level of detail and sculpting that they did on this thing. It looks tremendous. I think this looks better than the Universal Monsters creature from the Black Lagoon in color.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, we did talk about that on one of the streams, that the paint job was way better. But yeah, manliest motivation. What's up, buddy? Good seeing you. And yeah, of course, we said hi to George before, but I'll say it as Hans Cock. Hello, George. You made me a lot of money.
89-93 Batmobile, yeah. Black Lagoon. That sounds racist. Yeah, I love that comment.
Who put out those turtles, or those monster turtles?
NECA.
Oh wow.
Yep.
To check, see if I can find them.
Yeah, they've been doing some good stuff.
You know what? And here's the one thing about some of the other characters on here. So in the original run of the Universal TMNT crossover from the that would have been 90s, Leonardo was the Wolfman in the first series that was released. I think Raphael as the Wolfman makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, they made him Frankenstein.
Well, they made one of them Hunchback, or Leonardo Hunchback, in one of them. One of the Universal.
Yeah, well, that's in the NECA versions they did that.
Yeah.
I didn't like that choice. I thought that was a poor choice.
Yeah,
Raphael in the first version was the Mummy, and I think Michelangelo once again.
No, for NECA.
No, the original.
Oh, the original line. Okay.
Yeah, the original. The original Raphael was the Mummy, but I think Michelangelo makes a lot more sense as the Mummy.
Oh yeah.
What was really Bride of Frankenstein?
Yeah, they did a good job with that. And what I love about the Mummy version to the NECA one, the Michelangelo, they put in an alternate head that when they found the original costumes from the movie, like with the lips that they were ripped off. Yeah, you can see the eyes are bulged out.
It's pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah,
I guess they're Target. I don't know if they're Target exclusive, but Target's website has it.
Well, they were in Walmart as well. What's he going for here? I can't see the screen.
$24.49. That's actually a really good price.
That's a fantastic price. They're usually they're around
34
to 40.
They have 34 to 38.
The nunchucks are the
yeah. If you're gonna get it, I would jump on that one. Man.
That looks freaking awesome.
Yeah,
Draven, you would have liked the original Donatello from the Universal Monsters in the 90s. He was Dracula.
Oh yeah. I think I remember those. I might have.
Yeah, we have them in the back somewhere. I just cannot figure out what crate they're in. I've been looking for them nonstop for freaking months. And I just
probably have a shit ton of the OG turtles in the box.
Right.
We don't actually have any of the old ones still in the box, believe it or not. We do have some G.I. Joes, like I don't know if they were Ninja Force or which ones were. I think they might have been. We have a bunch of those sealed on cards. We also have a whole bunch of the Star Trek Next Generation, because my father was huge into that. A whole assload of them fully carded.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember you showed those. You showed those a while ago.
Yeah, these here.
The Playmates ones.
Yep.
I got a picture of them.
Oh, yep. There they go.
Yeah, if I remember Donatello, I didn't really remember the other ones.
This is the OG series?
Yes. Yep. Now, they did do like a second wave of these.
Why do I think I only remember the vampire one. I don't remember.
Yeah, the vampire is the only one I really remember.
Well, they did a second wave of these figures, and they changed all the monsters for all the turtles. And I know in the second second or third wave of them that they did. I can't remember if it was 2 or 3 waves. The second wave or third wave, Leonardo winds up being the creature from the Black Lagoon. So when they did this one with Leonardo's creature from Black Lagoon, I was like, that makes perfect sense too.
Yeah, 'cause here's the creature, an image of it. On eBay. They want like about $300 for it.
Jesus.
But it looks like April's bride and basically what they made them in the re-release.
I showed the bride one because they had it in a comic shop, and I recorded it for one of my shorts. But she did look pretty good.
Well, they actually had Michelangelo as the Invisible Man on that one, where the new ones it's Donatello. Which once again, Donatello as Invisible Man makes a lot more sense.
Here's the whole set or whatever of the other set.
No, nice, man. At least you had a diecast Enterprise. Awesome.
Hell yeah.
That's the one I couldn't remember. Raphael, that green creature. I couldn't remember.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember someone showed these
that Mars
a couple months ago, like about a month or two ago.
Huh. I might have to look into getting the newer ones. They look pretty good.
Oh yeah. But if you're gonna that $24.99 is a fantastic price. It's gonna be hard to beat.
Okay.
That's always nice when you can find them for a decent price too.
I'm almost tempted now.
Every once in a while, you'll find somebody that has these at a discounted price. I so wish that Ollie's would get their hands on some of these other NECA figures. Some of the ones that I think are okay, but I'm not really invested enough to spend over $30 some odd on them.
Yeah.
If I see them at Ollie's at a discounted price, I would definitely buy them then.
Yeah, but I don't think Ollie's. I don't think they'll ever be getting NECA shit.
I doubt it very highly.
Yeah, because even when you get them at some of those stores, it's a separate vendor that comes in and stocks them in those stores. So they're not exactly. You're not gonna find them on discount. That's why I'm surprised Target actually, on their website they had them like that.
Now, getting back to this real quick, I used to have a diecast Enterprise, and the one I had was the bottom, what would be like the bay doors, I guess, which really weren't bay doors on the bottom of the Enterprise, but they make it look like bay doors, and you would actually use that to stand this thing up, and underneath they would have the shuttle.
Mm-hmm.
And the top of it had a big diecast wheel that you would spin, and you would load it up with these little yellow discs that would fire out of the front of the ship.
Wow.
I used to have it, but like an idiot when I was a teenager, I thought, I don't want these things anymore, and I sold it like a dope at a flea market.
Yeah, Tommy, did you ever have any Captain Power stuff back in the day? You remember Captain Power?
No. What was that? Was that like?
It was the one 90s? Where it was late 80s. It was 80s. The one that it was like interactive if you had the videotapes or were watching the TV show.
No.
You had the ship. It was like spaceships, and you had there was a sensor on the front of the ship where like if you're doing battle with whatever's on the screen and you get hit, the cockpit pops out. And the that means you lose.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
It didn't last very long because the toys were expensive and the show wasn't on very much.
Yeah.
That's exactly manliness. Manliness has got it. It was a light gun toy.
Nice. And what's up, Decepticon?
What's up, man?
He says he's buying the new Ravage toy in Cafe. It's the size of a real old school tape.
Holy crap.
And in order for it to be an old school tape, it would be the same size as the Micro Machine ones because Ravage and Soundwave weren't meant to be full size tapes. They were actually meant to be micro tapes.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And the funny thing is if you match Soundwave up to an original micro cassette recorder and the tapes up to it, they were the exact same size.
Holy
you could
crap.
literally put a micro tape in Soundwave's door.
That's awesome. Holy shit.
But that is all I have. That is it. I am tapped out. I have stuff that I've already said I'm preparing for next week. That Leonardo one is definitely one I want to get on. And I want to do something a little bit different with my review on this one. I'm going to try to do something a little bit more flashy this time, because I think this figure absolutely deserves to get a little bit more time invested. That's why I don't know if I'm going to have it done by next week or it's going to be the week after. But even if it doesn't matter. I've already got a few other toys that are already filmed, ready to be edited out to get ready for the show next week. So it doesn't matter if those ones are done next week or the week after. I'm going to have something.
Beautiful.
Which guy, Slasher?
I brought up the Captain Power toys.
Yeah, I think I did have that.
It looks
Yeah,
familiar.
that was cool.
Yeah, so when whatever was on the screen would hit the light gun sensor, this would pop out and the figure would go flying. that means you lost the battle.
Yeah, that was pretty cool, man.
It was a little bit too ambitious for its time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because look, you held it like a gun.
Yep.
You see the kid holding his hand here. Yeah, these weren't cheap toys, so.
Right.
There you see it flying out. And they had a TV show that the only time I remember this shit would be on would be like 6 a.m. I'm sure a kid screaming at his TV with a light gun on a Saturday morning. His parents are trying to sleep. Shut that shit off.
Man.
I thought all parents put on headphones for Saturday morning cartoons.
Shit, they did a Splinter too. For those Splinter's Van Helsing.
Yeah, Van Helsing.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's another one. It looks fantastic.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it was like the movie version.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, DJ Ronnie G. Yeah, they had some VHS interactive ones.
Yeah. Yeah, Frankie Noah said Photon. That was another one.
Really awesome stuff. But yeah. Anybody else? Anything?
No, I think I'm good.
All right. All right, man. Yeah, you know what, guys? Thanks for hanging out with us. I hope you had a little bit of fun. I hope you learned something with that TMNT trivia thing that I put up too. Thank you, all the people that have been hanging out in the chat with us. Thank you guys that have been dropping links. I know Curtis and Jesus. Now I'm not creative. I forget who else dropped some links in here. Somebody else dropped some links earlier, but thank you guys for dropping links. It is always greatly appreciated when you do that stuff for us, and you're helping not only us out, but you're helping out some of the other guys that have channels too. That is always appreciated. It's always good to be able to push other creators on here and give them their due. And that's something that I will be doing eventually on my Tuesday show. Is I'm going to be having. I think I have the name nailed down now. I think I'm going to call it Cage Talks. So I'm going to be having one-on-one with people. They're going to be discussing about things that they have planned, like their goals, what they got planned for the next year, what they want to do on YouTube, how they feel it's gone so far, where their start came from. So you maybe get to learn a little bit more about them and maybe more willing to go check them out. And just remember, guys, it's all about helping each other out, having a good time, and avoiding some of the nonsense as much as possible. I'm not saying you shouldn't get into it and smack these people across the face as often as possible, but you got to take a little bit of time to relax and just unwind and just have some fun. I mean, if you're not having fun on here, why the hell are you here? There's plenty of people that dwell in misery, and I don't want to be one of them. So.
Yeah, amen to that. And by the way, I only have about 11 days left on the Volume 3 art book. So please, guys, if you want, back that one. We're going to go straight to print as soon as I get my money for it. So, yeah, there's like virtually no wait. You're going to get the good stuff right away. So yeah, please jump on that. And tomorrow, tune in on my channel around 5 p.m. We're going to be covering the latest episode of Monarch and talking about some other crazy stuff, because there's a lot of crazy stuff that's been going on this week, particularly the last couple of days.
The past couple of weeks on social media has been a freaking absolute mess.
Oh my God, it's been insane. But yeah, man. Yeah, tune in, and thank you everybody for being here.
Yeah, thank you. We're gonna pass it off to our guests so they have a moment to let you know what they got going on. And guys, be sure, if you haven't stopped by and checked out their channels, do that. And of course, if you like what they're doing, be sure to subscribe. So first up, we got,
And all day long, I foot up a dog's ass. Just bang, bang, bang up his ass. That's my pleasure.
Oh yeah, I got nothing. Yeah. Thanks for inviting me here, Tommy. Yeah, I'll be back at the end of the month. I'm gonna take a little break. I was gonna take a break, but I was bored. I saw you threw me the invite. I was like, okay.
yeah, it's never a requirement. It's only if you want to come out.
Yeah. I'll be back at the end of the month.
Cool.
With, the movie discussions.
Awesome. Guys, be sure to check out some of the earlier discussions we've had over on Slasher's channels. We've had some doozies.
We've had plenty. Not always about the movie that we're talking about, but
No, I mean, sometimes half the fun is like veering off into something that's almost kind of somewhat related.
off a bridge, straight off a bridge into the ocean.
Always a blast, and thank you for being on and hanging out with us, Slasher. All right, now we're going to kick it on over.
Hey, I'm stuck. I can't transform. Ow! Thanks. I think.
That's great. Yeah, you can check me over on my channel. I do video games from time to time and wrestling watch parties. And then tomorrow we'll watch ROH at 8 p.m. Eastern, and we'll watch Rampage as well live. Thanks for having me. Always a pleasure, and I look forward to the next one if I can make it.
Awesome. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out, Draven. You're always welcome to come and hang out with us here. Guys, thank you, everybody. Be sure to check out Vinnie's stream tomorrow. If you can, go ahead and share the links out there. It's already been dropped in the chat for Vinnie's art book. Share that out there. I'm Not Creative also has his latest video. If you have time, check that out as well. Also, check out Lurch. All the toy talk, he went out and got a Coronation Starscream, and he blamed me for it. And I will gladly take that blame any day of the week, because that is just a fantastic toy. And, I'm going to get into that another time, Lurch, to something that Lurch did, and I'm very thankful for that, but I want to talk to him first about it. But, yeah, so, guys, thank you so much for being here. Have an awesome 2024. Hopefully things turn around, and you know what? Never let anybody tell you what you can and can't say, which you should or should not think, because your silence and your compliance gives consent, and we will catch you next time. Later, y'all.
You better run, Mojito.
What? I thought you said don't move.
That was before. Now, you run.